Ready.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will get the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Under fire. They get him up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the Big House fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Tackled there by the defense.
Entering formation. Texas 4-man.
Big noise in the Big House for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day.
Entering play call. Player. Wing. Spread. Mesh.
Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. A first down for the offense.
Right.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweep forward catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Entering our slot. PHP powered O.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. So now on comes the field goal unit. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. and house it.
And punt returners are so quick to play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Coming out with it, it's Gotw. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Thompson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Y off trio double tricks Y over.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, just keep kicking field goals instead of just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gotw. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Henderson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure.
Entering paused screen, you have 12 options. Resume is selected.
Everybody on the same page.
Tampa cover 6. Cover 6. Right on 2 man.
What will they dial
Spread.
up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2 to force. DB blitz Texas 3. Texas 4 man.
And that
Spread.
last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off. There he goes. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going, gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield, it's Lanier. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again.
Coach Sig. Entering paused screen, you have 13 options. Resume is selected.
Before going in at halftime, guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Bargava. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Entering post screen, you have 5 options.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll open the second half on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Entering play call.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. Grab behind the line. It's Ware. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch you, big fella.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Entering red option outside AHD punch. Doug, stack Y off, jet touch, bench HP, plug drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lanier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He stopped at the 14-yard line and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I'll go. RPO alert split puddle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We have 15 options, that attempt is selected.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the little apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Carney. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Into the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... Oh, he's got some space.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for a crease. It's Thompson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Lanier. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's open on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
AHB base.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, he's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education and defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes a move. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
RPO, attack, drive,
guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the run, it's Thompson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Entering play call.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
AHB stretch.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Audible.
Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass
Entering
is
play.
incomplete and 1 second is left.
Texas 4-man.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out